Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at Mad World Tarot. A rather dark and gloomy Mad World Tarot today, not for any specific reason my side, except that it's finally raining. Our heat wave has finally been broken, I think just briefly. Lovely soaking rain falling at the moment. But as I say, dark and gloomy, just the light is dark and gloomy, but a bit of a dark and gloomy reading that I'm going to be doing now. I hope it's not too triggering. If it is, I apologize. Please switch off. I have the new Palladini Tarot on the table for this one. We're looking at the King's health, and I'm looking at it. I check in every now and then. We're looking because there is a sort of background noise, like a swirl of chatter about the King. People saying he's looking very frail. Apparently, people have been asked to pray for the King's health, and causing some consternation. Lady C's been asked about it very recently. She's spoken about it. She didn't have anything startling to say. Bookworm 2 said quite recently on her channel that her source said that they're expecting Prince William to take over by the time he's 45. He's 42 at the moment. They were talking, the source, a year or two to take over. They were talking in terms of maybe abdication, and that is for health related reasons. So as I say, I'm going to do just a little check-in to see what's going on. He was in Northern Ireland and going to Italy. I think he was in Northern Ireland yesterday as I'm doing this reading. Going to Italy next month, all going well. And so certainly busy, very busy at the moment, so not as if he's incapacitated and withdrawing from the public like he had to do for a significant period last year. So it's just a general check-in, and let's remind you, it's tarot and it is for fun and entertainment, and it is all speculation, all my opinion. I'm just reading energy, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. Little 5-card reading. We're going to ask how he's doing physically, how he's doing mentally, and that would encompass emotionally, spiritually, all that kind of thing. And then also, are there plans for abdication, for handing over to Prince William? And where will he be in 5 years' time? We have the 7 of Swords, which is our underlying card, our underlying energy. I don't like that at all. I'm going to put that card next to it. It's the 9 of Swords, a very difficult energy. The 7 of Swords very much indicates to me Cancer. Lady C did say he's been treated for cancer. He's not been cured of cancer, and I think we all understand that the situation hasn't been resolved. It's been managed, I guess, is the best way to describe it. There's the 7 of Swords, which gives us that energy of something that's happening internally that is negative and hidden and nefarious, and causing a lot of stress, a lot of worry for himself, I guess, and also for the family and for the wider public. Especially given the times we are living in, which are so uncertain and so difficult to figure out. It really is a very strange time we are living in. It just seems to get more and more bizarre. So situation we're dealing with, the actual story we're dealing with is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is somebody who's still doing their duty. The Knight of Pentacles. Usually I would say these kinds of readings that it's a Harry energy, but it's not Harry at all. We're going to look at Harry next, just by the way. Rain falling down, I might have to shout. Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's faithful, dutiful, steady, shows up when they're supposed to show up, does what they're supposed to do, loyal. Camera keeps tipping over for some reason. It's a bit wonky today, and so that's the energy of somebody who's still showing up, still doing his duty, despite whatever is going on down here in our underlying energy. So let's look at physical health. I've already got very worrying cards on the table for the King. Physical health, where are we right now? We've got the Ten of Pentacles. It's a completion energy. It's actually a very positive card. So it's not telling me healed, cured, any of that, but it's telling me that there is some confidence or some acceptance. Acceptance is a better word. Some acceptance of the situation, some notion that maybe time is winding down. The Ten of Pentacles is generational. It's passing on your legacy to someone else, future-proofing yourself and your kin. I think kin is the word. It's about family. It's about making sure that your family, your house is in order, that it can be passed along. Well, we have a big problem. Maybe Harry is in this reading after all with this Knight of Pentacles and the worry and the issues with him. As I said, I'm looking at him in the next reading anyway. But this is just, it's interesting. We have a couple here in the castle, very Windsor Castle in the background. Very much a sense of completion. Done what I needed to do. I'm accepting where I am. It's supposed to be physical well-being. It's in the best hands, the best possible care. It's no discomfort. I'm not getting that there's a kind of on the surface anyway, that there's overt difficulty. I'm getting it down here as our underlying energy of worry about what's unfolding. Quite normal in the circumstances. I'm trying to tread as delicately as I can through this reading, because I know it's triggering for people. I know people get upset when I do these kinds of readings. I'm fully aware of that. So how's he doing spiritually, emotionally, mentally? What's going on here? And there we have the difficulty, the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is the sense that the family is in disarray with that Ten of Cups, not quite ready to leave, to pass over that rainbow bridge because of the difficulty that's going on in the family. He's got two difficult circumstances. I don't tend to read on Prince Andrew here because, again, not a popular topic. Nobody really wants to know. But certainly the Harry situation is unresolved, getting himself possibly deeper and deeper into trouble in the United States. The visa thing, an ongoing cloud over him, even though he's got off the hook for the first time round with the Heritage Foundation case. They seem to be intent on appealing. And he's in a very rocky marriage, we all suspect. I'm sure the royal family also believes that. That's my opinion, of course. So there's unfinished business with the Ten of Cups. Even it would be unfinished business for him knowing that he has the Queen Camilla, who would obviously also be put into very difficult circumstances by his passing, by his abdication, even by all of this stuff. Of course, you look around and you think, what do I need to do? Who do I need to take care of? Make sure they're okay. All that kind of stuff. Morbid topic, but it's what happens. As I said to you yesterday, we're going through something in my family, not my immediate family, but very close still. And it does make all of these things quite real. And so how about plans? Plans that are afoot for handing over the reins to Prince William. Anything to suggest that? Down here I've got the Queen of Swords. It's in reverse. The trouble with this is that it's not what the late Queen would have done. That's her that's showing up. The Queen of Swords, Queen Elizabeth, who absolutely would not have countenanced such a thing. I know it's become a thing that the royals on the continent do, and lots of them have done it recently. It's not something that the British monarchy tends to do. So it would be something that maybe they would like to do, but something that they feel would let her down, would let down the image of the monarchy that she represented, which is still very deeply ingrained in people, and people have certain expectations and certain ideas of what is and isn't the right thing to do. So that's what's going on as far as I can tell. Queen of Swords is very strategic, just by the way, as well. So if planning is going on, it's going on very behind the scenes, which is why the card also is in reverse. So whoever claims to know what's going on, I would say to that I doubt very much that these kinds of plans are being widely discussed and spread around. That's my opinion. So I think it's coming more from the fact that people are looking and thinking, he just really doesn't look well, he looks frail. And it seems like William and Catherine are being given a lot of downtime to make the most of, while their children are still young and they are healthy and they can have as much precious time together as they possibly can. That's my opinion. I could be, of course, quite wrong. This is tarot and this is energy and this is my opinion. 5 years out, where are we? Final card from the King's point of view. And we have heartbreak, pain, loss. It does have betrayal energy in it, the Three of Swords. Normally, I wouldn't read it as betrayal in this context. I just see it as loss and heartache. So I think 5 years out, the situation from the King's point of view is going to be incredibly difficult. It's going to be, from the nation's point of view as well, incredibly difficult for those people who are admirers of the King, of the British royal family. There are some who are not, who right now are very disappointed in the way things are going. That energy is also in that Three of Swords. So heading into turbulent times, unfortunately, I don't think that would surprise anyone. It's just interesting when the tarot backs it up. So we have illness in the Seven of Swords as our underlying energy, and a lot of worry about what to do, how to handle it, given the state of the world, the state of the nation. Good hands medically, he's still doing his duty, but emotionally, turmoil. Ten of Cups in reverse, very unhappy, very sad, very, very, and that might also be reflected in the Three of Swords, that some of that emotional pain that's coming from family members might be unresolved, might be even worse down the line, five years out. Plans, the wrestling with it behind very closed doors, in my opinion, wrestling with it because it's not something that the late Queen would have countenanced, and there is some sense that they just don't want to do something that she herself suffered very serious illness, and she stood and did her duty until 2 days before she passed away and kept that pain very private. So that is the reading. Sorry if it's upsetting to any of you out there, and if you're going through your own difficult times, then I'm sending you lots and lots of love and courage, and see you on the next one.